It's your daily dose of the national briefing. Good morning, Kelly Nash. Don Lemon, also known as Don Lemon, does a show that he's cleverly titled Lemon Drops. I'm assuming most of you don't watch it. But anyway, Don got the opportunity to interview Ilhan Omar. And, I mean, this is just it's really a bizarre interview. They're walking through the Congressional Black Congress get-together. Don keeps acting as if people who are stopping her, because she's very recognizable, she's got the head thing going, she's got some brightly colored outfit. Don keeps acting as if people want to talk to him. That is weird enough. But anyway, Ilhan Omar, he starts with one of the questions: would you like to apologize now to the Kirk family because you said that his entire legacy is that of hate?
I have nothing to apologize for. It is a tragedy that Charlie Kirk was killed in that way. I feel for his widow and his children. They will have to live with that for the rest of their lives. But there is no legacy to honor. It was a legacy filled with bigotry, hatred, and white supremacy. Mm-hmm. And as a Black woman and as a Muslim in this country, I refuse to join the chorus that changes the history of what is on the record from this man.
First off, she does remind me of the actor, what's his face? The guy who talks like this, Christopher Walken. That's the guy. I don't know what it is about her speech pattern that reminds me of Christopher Walken, but that's a weird thing that she has that going for her. Also, you could tell how all the compassion just oozing out of her for the Kirk family. I feel bad for the children. Of course I do. Anyway, I like the fact, to me, I shouldn't say I like the fact. I find it very odd that she says she will not recognize what she describes as a lie. And yet she also would demand that you recognize a lie when a male decides to become a female. You must recognize that. Now, by the way, Charlie Kirk, nope, not a racist, not a hate monger, none of those things. But if you don't want to recognize it, that is literally her right. I mean, we're not here to force any beliefs on you, but it's just a bizarre twist that you're using that defense and then you're saying that we can't use it when it comes to the transgendered community. Now, she goes on to talk about what's happening with James Comey.
It is a dangerous moment in our country because when a president orders the persecution of his sort of like adversaries, that's not just a slippery slope, right? Like that is entering a dangerous territory. Yeah. And so my biggest fear is that people do not understand what country we are becoming, and that's a very, very dangerous country.
Yes, I would agree. This is where Ilhan and I come and meet together. We are becoming a dangerous country. It's because of the types of policies that Ilhan Omar and the Democrats support. That is making this a very dangerous place for all Americans. Anyway, she called it persecution. That really, I know she meant prosecution, or I assume she meant prosecution. She just said persecution. Frustrating. But anyway, let's go back on because I think this is a brilliant misunderstanding on her part. She says Donald Trump made a huge mistake.
We saw that the sort of like DM to the Attorney General that, he accidentally ended up like tweeting it to the world, where he says you have to go after these people. And he had a list of folks and, Comey was on there. And I think he's just a petty, disgusting, like human being who really enjoys inflicting pain on people.
Her IQ is either that low or she's just committed to the lie that hard that she's going to try to gaslight you into believing that Donald Trump DMs orders to people in his administration. He gets on social media. He doesn't send it in like a private chat. He doesn't text them. He doesn't call them. He DMs them. And in this instance, he inadvertently posted it. That's her take on that. It's not that Donald Trump wanted to send a message that all of the people who we suspect were engaged in illegal activities in the Biden administration, I demand that we go after them and start the investigations now. We need the prosecutions if there's any dirt there because they look dirty as hell. Her take is he inadvertently posted a DM that's how he gives orders, DMs. That would make Signalgate look, well, anyway. Let's move on. Don Lemon has a question.
You guys are called the Squad.
Yeah.
But you in particular, it seems that he has a particular bug up his ass about. And does that weigh on you at all?
I think he has that for black people because I see he's going after my sister Jasmine Crockett all the time.
He's going after Jasmine Crockett because she's a buffoon. I don't think that Donald Trump really is targeting you and Jasmine Crockett because of your race. And by the way, you called Charlie Kirk a white supremacist. It sure comes off here like you're a black supremacist.
But he doesn't understand that you can't really bully a black woman, right? Like we're built different.
Oh, he can bully other women. He can bully other races, but he can't bully black women. Hence, you're a black supremacist. See how that game is played? You just walked into the trap. Anyway, one woman who wouldn't think that Donald Trump is a white supremacist would be a woman named Michaela Montgomery. You might be familiar with her, but maybe not her name. Michaela Montgomery, I believe, worked at a Chick-fil-A in the Atlanta region when Donald Trump made a surprise visit. That surprise visit led to her giving him a hug and then talking to him about how he personally, in her opinion, saved her university. That led to Donald Trump tracking her down weeks later and asking her to be a part of the Trump rally in Atlanta. This is a little snippet of that.
If they come here illegally and they're taking your jobs and your resources, then please believe my cousins in the Appalachians, they coming for you too. But I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all get riled up and ready for Big T himself. Thank you guys for having me.
I just want to tell you, you are an unbelievable person with a great personality. You lit up the whole room. You lit up the whole room. I said, weeks later, I'd go, who is that person that was so incredible? She knew everything about me. She had no idea I was coming. She loved her college, and she said, you saved my college. What was your college? Tell them.
The illustrious Clark Atlanta University.
All right. So Michaela Montgomery, very black, very female. Donald Trump has no problems with her. Sage Steele, very black, very female, no problems with her. Angela Stanton King, very black, very female, no problems with her. I mean, the list goes on and on of black females and black men. I mean, you know, he just put Ben Carson into the administration the other day. He's got when you try to call somebody a racist, it doesn't pass the sniff test when they're surrounded by people of the race that you claim that they hate. But this is the games that Democrats play these days. So Ilhan Omar will continue her, we'll call it the misinformation tour. Thank God it's only being really heard on MSNBC and Don Lemon's podcast. Otherwise, we might be in some trouble.